Hello yoga community, welcome to my channel. My name is MaryAnngeline and today we are going to practice a good old funky flow, a Friday funky flow, nothing specific, maybe a little internal drishti and external drishti as a focus point, otherwise just some fun postures to play on this Friday. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and let's meet on our mats on our backs lying down in shavasana. All right, my friends, as we make our way onto our backs lying down, take this glorious opportunity to drop into your body, to let it simply soften before we really turn on the heat. And as we take this internal drishti, this internal focus point, we allow ourselves to expand our awareness for each and every little sensation we may feel, for each emotion we may feel, and for each and every movement that we create and that we put together in this practice. And as we expand and deepen our inner awareness and our inner drishti, we then can turn that into our external awareness and drishti. So just a couple more cycles of breath here. Giving yourself the permission to just be. All right, let's get moving and grooving. Blink the eyes open. Take in the light, take in the space as you reach your arms overhead, long body stretch. Really opening those eyes now as wide as you can, looking up towards the sky, and then hug your right knee into your chest. Hold on to your shin. Circle out that right ankle. Reverse the circle. Then adjust your hands behind your leg. Flex your foot as you straighten your leg up. Point your toes as you bend your knee and squeeze it in tightly. Again, flex and straighten, point and bend. Once more, flex, straighten, point, bend. Hold the knee. Bring your hands to your shin. Pull it in tightly. Shoulder blades float off the ground. Back of the head floats off the mat. Left leg hovers. Take a breath in. Exhale, switch the legs. Hold it here. Lower your right leg down, lower your head down. Start to circle your left ankle out one way and reverse the circle. Adjust your hands behind your knee. Kick your leg up, straighten it as you flex and pull the toes back. Then point the toes as you drive the knee in towards the body. Again, flex and straighten, point, bend. Flex, straighten, point, bend. One more time, flex and straighten, point and bend. Adjust your hands around your shin. Lift the body off the ground, head, shoulders, neck. Lift the right leg. We now alternate little bicycles for 10 and switch. 9, keep switching. 8, belly in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees into your chest. Round up, forehead to your knees. Tight little ball. And rock yourself up and over your shins into tabletop. Once in table, spread those fingers nice and wide. Shift your weight forward and back a couple of times, just bringing in the weight into your hands, into your wrist. And then take that movement side to side again, just 2, maybe 3 times. And moving into circles now, one direction. Pull the belly in, keep the neck long, keep the gaze down. So here's a drishti point for us, right? Straight down towards the mat. Reverse the circle. Jumping right into some nice heated movement. back to center. Walk your knees back. Press your hips towards the mat as you roll the shoulders, pull the heart through the chest. Squeeze the inner thighs. Take the gaze forward, maybe even take it up. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, pelvis towards the heels, child's pose, very active. Keep the elbows off the ground. Take that drishti point now between your feet. Maybe you see your knees, maybe you see your toes, maybe your eyes are closed. And then shift back weight into your palms. Lower yourself all the way onto your belly. Little low cobra, lift the heart. Lift the right leg also. Hold it here for 3. Nice straight strong leg for 2. 1. Lower the leg down. Keep the chest up. Switch sides. Left leg floats up for 3. For 2. 1. Lower the shin down. Come up into a king cobra. And then maybe into upward facing. And back into our downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Take your gaze towards your hands, step or hop your feet to your palms. Sit down onto your bottom. Take your hands, grab your feet, rock your weight back as if you would for boat pose. Lift your feet in line with your knees. Pull yourself in towards center. So meeting our knees and our chest to the center. And then start to straighten out those legs. Continue to pull the toes back. Take one more in breath. As you exhale, slide your hands behind your legs, bend your knees, and roll onto your back. Once you come down onto your back, pull the knees into your chest. Keep the chest lifted. Readjust your hands behind your feet and start to straighten your legs. Chest is still up. Shoulder blades off the ground. Now lower your head down. Release your right leg. Sweep it out to the right side. Sweep it down and circle it back up to where you started. Left leg out to the side, down, and back up. Again, right, out, down, and up. Left one, out, down, and up. One more time, right, out, down, up, left, out, down, and up. Pull those legs in towards the body. Let the pelvis maybe lift off the ground and rock right into downward facing dog. Pause in your down dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Continuing those circles, let's send the right leg back and up. Circle the right leg out to the side. Flex the foot, come back to where you started, but hover the leg. Then take it up, three-legged. Open it out to the side. Squeeze inner thighs, hover. One more time. Back, up, out, side. Now send it back and up. Step the foot between the palms, zip the belly in, rise up to crescent lunge, palms come together, gaze up towards the hand. Take an in breath. Exhale, hands meet at heart center, twist to your right, hook your left elbow to the outside of the thigh. Power up that back leg. Roll the right shoulder, take the gaze up, switch that drishti point. And unwind yourself into star pose. Plant the feet, reach your arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Hands meet the mat. Tuck the chin into the chest. Round up your spine halfway. With a long spine, start to fold, get a little deeper. Once you're at the bottom, tuck the chin once again along through the spine. Halfway lift. And fold it down. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Feel that stretch. Exhale, fold. Arms out to a T, rise up to stand, rotate the right toes, come into your warrior 2. On your inhale, reverse warrior, any arm variation. Exhale, windmill the hands down, plant the hands high on the back foot, straighten out your front leg, little modified pyramid. We'll pause here for a moment. This feels so good through the back of the leg. Hope it does for you too. Breathe here. Connect to breath, connect to the strength and the stretch that you're creating in this posture. Now keep your right leg straight, plant your palms, keep the arms straight. Think of a rounding through the spine a bit. Engaging the belly with a straight right leg, sweep it back and up. Then bend the knee, a little scorpion. Re-straighten the leg, take the leg out to the side. Plant the foot at the top of the mat next to the right hand, wide lunge. Right arm goes up, gaze up towards that palm. Release the right hand down to the mat, three-legged plank. Shoot the right leg back. Hold it here. Lower halfway chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog is where we meet. Pause in your down dog. Send the hips high. Send the weight into the feet and the hands nice and equally. And moving into our second side, and I hope I don't hit my curtain again, so we'll see what happens here. Let's take that left leg back and up. We're gonna sweep the left leg out to the side and then down to the mat, but hover the foot. Take it three-legged, open it out to the side, nice big circle, and then back to where you started. One more time. Back, open, and bring it together. Send the leg back and up, stretch it long. Step the foot between the palms, rise up to crescent lunge. With the palms together, take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Switch that drishti point. One more inhale, lengthen to the side body. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to your left, hook your elbow. Take more weight into that front leg as you get the back leg stronger. So if you wanted to just float off the back foot, you could. We're not going to, but if you did, you'd be able to. On your next inhale, open up to your start pose. Plant the feet, reach the arms high, and then dive it all the way down. Wide-legged fold. Feeling some undulation here. Tuck the chin, round up, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round it up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, round it up. And exhale, fold. Strong through the legs, arms out to a T, rise up to stand. Now pivot those left toes forward. Warrior two, find some depth. Reverse warrior, lengthen up and out. Windmill the hands down, plant the palms. Straighten out the left leg, come into that modified pyramid. Back heel stays really high. Front leg stays straight and strong. We're folding over the leg. It should feel pretty good. And we'll breathe deeply here. The troubles of having long hair sometimes, my friends, is that when you get a little funky, it starts to fall out. So let's be here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Plant the palms, straighten out your arms, round your spine, and slide that straight leg all the way up. Take a little bit of a scorpion, bend the knee. Re-straighten the leg. Circle the leg out to the side, next to your left hand. Left arm goes up, a nice wide lunge. Plant the palm down, shoot it back, three-legged plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing on the inhale. Downward facing on the exhale. Steady breath in through the nose. And steady breath out. One more in. One more out. All right, leg sweeps high. Open the leg out to the side. This time, come up high on your left toes. Sneak that right leg across your mat. Flex the foot, create space, hover it, and then take it to the outside of the left hand. Left arm goes up, fallen triangle. Lower your hips towards the mat as you reach your left arm forward, turn your gaze down, and then reset into your fallen triangle, turn your gaze up. Two more, hips down, arms forward, hips up, arm up. One more time, lower and lift. Now plant your left hand down, keep your gaze down. Lower your pelvis towards the mat, that leg to the mat. Pull your chest through. Take your gaze forward and maybe up. Take your gaze down now. Lift the pelvis. Unwind the same way you came in. Can you hover that right foot across the mat? Send it out to the side and up. Right into a scorpion. Or flip it into your wild thing. Open up the chest. Take the gaze maybe away from you towards the front of the room, maybe down towards your left hand. And then send it up, three-legged down dog. Step it through, rise up into our crescent. This time, however, our palms will come together. You'll place your hands, your palms at the nape of your neck. Lift your head up, lean back, a little bit of a back bend. Bend that right knee a lot. Lower your forearms to the ground. As your forearms touch down, right leg shoots high. For variation of dolphin, you might have to hop your left foot forward a bit, but we're keeping our forearms on the ground with our palms together. Right leg moves up, belly pulls in, press the ground away, hug the ribs, hold it here. Look towards your thumbs now, drop your foot to the ground, step your left foot back, meet into forearm plank. Take an in breath and an out breath. Lower your shins, knees to the ground, child's pose for a very brief moment. Slide the hands to the knees, round up the spine, lift the hips, lift the arms, reach up, gaze up. Tabletop pose, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Generous breath in through the nose and out. Again, in and out. Left leg goes high. Circle the leg out to the side. Now come up high on your right toes and we're crossing the mat. Flex the foot a lot, hover it. Take it to the outer right hand. Take the right arm up, fallen triangle, my friends. Belly in, gaze goes high. Now lower the hips down as you reach the arm forward. Look down, don't seek in that left arm. Lift the hips, reach the arm high. Lower the hips, reach the arms forward, adjust your gaze. Lift the hips, arm goes up. One more time, lower, you should feel that side body turn on and lift. Plant the right hand, lower the hips towards the ground as you pull your heart through. Take your gaze up. Now reverse the way we came in, we go out. Lift the pelvis, hover the left leg. Lift, press, send it out to the side and back up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, scorpion, or right into your wild thing. Find a focus point. Maybe it's different than what you normally take to challenge yourself. And we'll unwind into our three-legged dog. Nice straight left leg. Step the foot through. Rise up to crescent. Bring your palms together. Bend the elbows, hands at the back of the head. Lift up, lengthen up. And lower your forearms down to the ground. Send the left leg up. Come into your variation of dolphin, right? Dolphin usually palms are down, but we're going to keep our palms together. Get that left leg high. Hug the ribs in. Stack the shoulders over the elbows. Breathe here. Take your gaze towards your thumbs. Drop that left foot down. Step the right foot back. Forearm plank. Hold it. Knees down. Brief moment of our child's pose. Slide the hands to the knees, round it up, lift the hips, take the gaze high, zip the belly in. Plant the palms, down dog. So now we should feel a little heat turning up in the body as we continue on. We'll take the right leg back and up once again, circling it out to the side, but this time, as you bring it across the center of your mat, flex your foot, hover, take the foot to the outside of the hand, and hold here. So our foot to the outside of the hand, we're just holding. Now you're going to lower your right hip towards the mat, hover it, and pull it back up. Lower it down and up. One more time. Down, up. Fallen triangle now. Lift the left arm, plug the right leg into the hip, hover that right foot, and pulse the inner thigh up to the sky for 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg hovering, bend the knee, take your left hand, grab the pinky side of your right foot, stick it straight out like an L shape. Now rotate that leg up towards the sky. Bend your bottom leg, sit down, lift off of your hand, crisscross the arms, give yourself a nice tight squeeze and beautiful stretch into that right hamstring and calf. Slow the breath down. Allow the heat to continue to build. Take one more in-breath. As you exhale, release your leg down. Tent your hands next to your hips. Zip your belly in. Lift your pelvis up. Slide your straight right leg back. And then just pivot your toes so you're facing straight back. Bend your right knee, a little scorpion. Take that hand to the foot. Come into this lovely quad stretch. As you pull your foot closer, press your foot away. Let the head be very heavy. Now bring your right knee to your left knee. Just keep your hand on hold of your foot. Bend both knees. Right hand to heart center. Lift the chest. Hover it here. Squeeze everything in. You got it. Now slide the knee to the ground. Take a seat. Release the foot. Twist towards the left, towards the front of your mat. You can hook. You can hug your leg. You can keep a straight arm. Whatever works, but we're going to turn and gaze towards our original front. You are more than welcome to stay here. If you'd like more of a challenge, I want you to adjust your hips so that your left thigh, the top thigh, is parallel to the top edge of your mat. You'll plant your hands on the ground, shift all your weight into your feet, get those fingers spread, weight into your hands as you lift your pelvis, find that little shelf, if you will, float the feet for an ekapada variation, an arm balance. Now, no matter where you're at, we're meeting in down dog. You can take it through vinyasa or skip it and go right into down dog. Once you're in down dog, adjust your hands, feet, adjust yourself on your mat if you need to. And we go right into our second side, my friends. Let's take that left leg back and up. Circle it out to the side. Remember, we're hovering through center, so lift the right heel to create some space. Take the foot to the outside of the right hand. Keep the foot down this time. Lower your left hip bone towards the mat. Pull it back up. Lower it down. Pull it up. Zip it in. Again, lower and lift. Hold here. Fallen triangle. Right arm goes up. Plug the left leg into the hip. Float the leg up. Pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knee. Grab your foot with your right hand. Kick that leg back out so it's an L shape and roll it up towards the ceiling. Bend your bottom knee. Sit your booty onto the mat. Crisscross the arms. Bend the elbows. Bring that leg in. Indulge in this lovely stretch, in this moment of stillness. Even though it's just a sense of stillness, right? Because our blood's pumping through our body, so we're still technically moving. But we're creating a moment to collect our breath, our thoughts, our feelings, our sensations. And that moment now has passed, so let's lower the leg down, tent the fingertips onto the mat next to your hips. Press down, zip the belly and lift the hips. Slide that straight leg back and up. Pivot yourself to face back of the mat. Bend your knee, grab a hold of your foot. Coming into the quad stretch, the more you pull the heel in, the more you press the knee away. And we're still very straight and strong through that standing stabilizing leg. Now bring your left knee or lifted knee to your right. Squeeze it in. Keep your hand on your foot. Zip the belly in, long through the spine. Lift the chest up. Left hand comes to heart center. Hover it. Hold. Challenging the balance. Slowly lower that shin down to the ground. Release the foot. Take your twist. Whatever twist you took on the first side, see if you can match that. This twist feels really lovely right now. And again, yogi's choice, you can hold. If you'd like to take the arm balance, maybe adjust your pelvis just a tad. Bring your hands down to the ground. Use your legs, your feet to lift you up. Shift your weight into your palms and float the feet off the mat. We'll meet in down dog, taking any variation you'd like to get there. Once you're there, pause. Lift your heels high. Look forward, move forward. Step, walk, or hop to the top. Halfway lift on the in. Forward fold on the out. Rise up to stand, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee floats up, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center, straighten out the right leg. Hold it here. Keep that leg lifted. Rebend that knee, figure 4, ankle to thigh, pelvis back, belly draws in. Challenging our gaze now. Let's bring our gaze over to the right side of our space, up towards the sky, over to the left, and down at the mat. Now blossom up, straighten everything out, arms, legs, everything. Leg straightens towards the front. Take that right straight leg out to the side, open yourself up into half moon pose. Hug the ribs, zip the belly in, press down through that left foot. Now if you want to challenge your balance, your gaze will go high. If you want to stabilize, your gaze will go low. Give it a try though, challenge your balance. If you wobble, it's okay. You just come right back into the posture. If your gaze is up, let's bring it now to the bottom. So we balance, stabilize. And then squeeze your inner thighs together so that your right foot touches down. Your left leg sweeps up, tree pose, facing the right side of our mat. Any tree variation that you'd like. It's also a beautiful opportunity to take our internal drishti. It's a very stable posture, so give yourself the permission to close your eyes. Notice where your balance is. And blink your eyes open. Hands come to heart center. Left leg stays lifted. We just turn it forward. Bring your belly now to your thigh. Left hand to the pinky side of your left foot. Right hand either to heart or right arm out to a T. Keep the leg parallel and shoot it out to the side. So the inner thigh is pointing down, chest is down. Adjust now, peace fingers to big toes. You got to keep that leg turned on to adjust the hand. Lift the chest up, rotate the hip down, big toe grab, actually rotating the leg now. Take one more inhale. Exhale, plant the foot down, toes forward, step forward, mountain pose. Both arms reach up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Second side, inhale, left knee high, arms up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, hands to heart, straighten out that leg. Keep the leg engaged and active. Now bend the knee, plant the ankle on the thighs. You bend your knee for figure four. Send the pelvis back, but keep the hips in line. Try not to dip your left hip more than your right. Adjusting our gaze, look to the left. Look up towards the sky. Look to the right. Look down at your mat. Take the gaze forward, blossom up, straighten out your arms, straighten out your legs, left leg forward. Keep that leg strong and straight, sweep it out to the side. Try to keep your chest lifted without touching your hand to the ground. Take it into your half moon pose. Very close to my tree here. Your gaze can stay down or maybe you turn your gaze up, challenging your balance, hugging everything in, spiraling the right inner thigh forward. And if your gaze is up, we'll bring it back down, stabilizing, then squeezing your inner thighs together. Bring your left leg to the ground. Once it touches down, slide your right leg up. You might have to use your hand if you need it. Come into your tree, vrikshasana, tree pose, any arm variation, my friends. Close your eyes, drop into that internal drishti. Trust yourself that you can be fully present within your posture as you change your gaze point. Now blink your eyes open. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep that right leg lifted. Just simply turn it forward. Lower your belly to your thigh. Right hand to the pinky side of your foot. Left hand can stay at heart or out to a T. Kick that leg out to the side. Keep it parallel. Squeeze your quad. Engage it. You'll need that here as you switch your grip. Peace fingers grab your big toe. Keep the leg strength to hold that leg up. And then rotate yourself. As you lift your chest, heel spirals down, inner thigh spirals up. Big toe grab. Keep it active. Lower your right foot to the mat. Step forward. Mountain pose. Inhale. Dive it down. Exhale. Halfway lift. Deep breath in. Exhale, hop or step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Ooh, that feels nice. Exhale, down dog, press back. Gaze towards the hands, heels high. Move forward, step, walk, or hop. Now come into a gorilla. Let's give a nice stretch into those hands and wrists. Bend your elbows, wiggle your toes. Maybe kind of walk it out, put more weight into the one and then the other. And then release the hands, come into a little ball, little yogi squat. Drop the head. Shake it out, no, maybe, nod it, yes. Booty down to the ground. Straighten out your left leg. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Reach that leg in front of you. Hand can be behind you on the mat or out and up. Gaze back. Make sure you're seated up nice and tall, and if you have to bend this front knee a little bit, that's okay. Take the gaze back. Breathe nice and even and out through the nose. Take the gaze forward, reach the arm up and over, crisscross your legs, point the toes, and fold. This always reminds me of the ballet. I mean, it's a movie that I've seen, Black Swan, but it's actually the ballet, and how the swan kind of folds forward. So let yourself just be here. Embrace this stretch. And then round yourself up, bend your knee, place your foot to the outside of your left thigh. One more twist, my friends. Twist over to the right. Take your gaze towards the back of your mat. And then unwind yourself into an open twist. Right hand to the inside. Roll the left shoulder back. And bring it back to the front. Cradle your legs, so a little cradle the baby. You'll squeeze the leg in, maybe rock it side to side. Straighten your leg out. Reach the arms up, flex the feet. Folding at the hip crease, let's come into a fold. You can come into a rounded spine or elongated, your personal preference. And then round it up. As you do, bend your left knee. Take your right hand to the outside of the left foot. Lift the leg, straighten it out. Left hand to the mat behind you or up. Remember, we're seated on those sits bones and we're lifting up. We're not leaning back, rounding the spine. If you have to bend your knee to adjust that, that's perfectly fine. Take the left arm up and over, point the toes. Let's fold over our legs, crisscross legs. And slowly round it out. Knee bends, plant the foot to the outside of the right thigh. Twist over to your left. Same here, your hands behind you as support, but not to bear too much weight. Want to keep that weight drop down into the sits bones. Unwind yourself into your open twist towards the right now. Then take it to the front, cradle your leg. Give it a squeeze and maybe a little rock. Release your left leg down. This time, rather than two straight legs, we'll bend our knees generously. Take the right hand under your right leg. Hold on to your left shin. Take your left hand under your left leg. Hold on to your right shin. Round your spine, tuck your chin. As you pull your body away from your thighs, press your thighs away from your chest. So an opposition here. Just a little resistance. Release yourself. Slide your hands back. You can keep your knees bent or straighten the legs. Float yourself up to reverse table or reverse plank. Just working into the opposite. Nice. Lift in the heart. Stretch through across the front body. Drop the pelvis down. You can continue this by lowering the forearms to the mat and rolling your heart up or coming into a fish pose. Lifting the chest, letting the head drop down. Lower yourself onto your back body. Hug your right knee into your chest. With a straight or bent knee, you're taking your twist, letting the leg fall to the left. Maybe you turn your gaze and close your eyes. Let's drop back into that internal drishti. Be mindful that your right hip is moving away from your ribs, so you keep a nice long space through that right side. Let's bring the knee back to center. Give it a tight squeeze. Straighten out the leg, switch sides, hug your left knee in. Guide it across the body to the right, straight or bent leg. Turn the gaze, close the eyes, drop into the posture. Let's slowly bring it back to neutral. Hug your left knee in. Hug your right knee in. Give them a squeeze. And release it nice and long for our shavasana. Feet flop open, arms rest, palms up. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your head's relaxed. Everything is now completely dropped down. Taking that last exhale, maybe as an open mouth exhale, to give us that permission to really just be now, to move all effort out of the body, out of the breath, and let us just absorb and integrate everything we experience. We're here for a very short amount of time. So enjoy it, and when it's time, I will guide us out. Begin to breathe movement back into your hands and feet. Reach the arms overhead, long body stretch. And take any variation you'd like to make yourself up to a seated position. Make your way up to a seated position, rather. Pause seated with the eyes closed. I don't know if you can hear the little birdies outside, but they are so adorable right now. So if you can hear them, take in their happiness, their joy. Let that resonate within you as you move off your mat. Let's bring our palms to touch. Rub the hands, create some heat. Place the left hand on the heart, right hand on top of the left. Allow this warmth to be a reminder of the love and gratitude we have for ourselves. Bow your chin. I want to thank you from my screen to yours. And until next time, namaste. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in more classes, longer classes, that one felt so fast. It was a lot that we did, but that was the whole point. Funky Friday, right? Funky Flow Friday. So if you are interested in more, check out my virtual studio, kinesi.com. Links below. Offering a retreat this summer. You can come flow with me in person. It would be amazing if you join. We are going to be in Montenegro for 8 days, and we have a lot planned. So if you're interested, just check out that info. If you have any class requests, put them in the comments. Let me know how you like this class. Let me know what worked for you, what didn't. So thank you, my friends. I wish you all well, and I'll see you next time.